Epic. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. As promised, Lozzie is a bit bigger this week.
Wagwan.
Let me shift you over a touch. See if I can get it even. There we go. That'll do. Oh, no, up a little bit. How are you?
The symmetry.
We do. There we go. How are you, Lozzie, right?
I'm good. I'm like dying with hay fever and
Oh, yeah.
quite possibly heat stroke, but
Oh.
we're all good. You know what I mean?
Good, good, good. I've got a feeling that there'll be people that are searching this topic, and this is coming up, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" So basically, this is a live show that we do as a web show every single Monday, and today we're going to be talking about the fact that this psychic seems to know, or claims to know, where Madeleine McCann is. But the interesting thing was, just in, and we'll go into it deeper, obviously, but just in Googling this psychic's name to get a picture of him for a thumbnail, came up with loads of other psychics that have said lots of contradicting things as to the whereabouts of Madeleine McCann. So we'll delve into them as well. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about Madeleine McCann, or more specifically this clairvoyant and where she apparently is. Pretty much straight away, and then just for the people searching through YouTube, and then we will carry on with the rest of the show, which will be Q&A and scary stories if you get them in, dutystories@gmail.com and all that good stuff. Okay, right. So obviously it goes without saying. Oh, what's going on? Jesus. Sorry, I was looping there. Obviously, everyone knows the story by now of Madeleine McCann. I don't really need to go back over that. I feel.
Who's that?
That's it. Apparently, that's cost like 15 million so far. Something
mate.
crazy. But anyway, right. So this dude, Michael Schneider, the guy in the thumbnail.
Great name.
Yeah, is told police where her body will be found. Now, as far as I'm aware,
Risky game.
they haven't actually looked yet. Doesn't this put them in suspect line? Well, I mean, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But apparently in the past, not necessarily, this Madeleine McCann case, but there have been psychics and clairvoyants and all the rest of it that have helped other cases get solved, and it's kind of unexplainable as to how they do that, unless of course you believe in their abilities. So apparently Madeleine McCann is buried 6 miles away from where she was last seen. German psychic Michael Schneider has told police Madeleine's body will be found in a forest. The Mail Online reports police are set to look into those claims 14 years after the 3-year-old went missing. I can't believe it's been 14 fucking years.
14 years. Fucking hell. That is a long time.
Obviously, the big thing about this is, this psychic is claiming that she's dead for a start. You know what I mean? Because obviously it's never been confirmed. It's never been confirmed. Selena Martinez has just subscribed. Welcome. As did Callum Ray. So, what has the psychic said? A number of psychics have offered assistance since Maddie disappeared from a holiday apartment in Portugal on May the 3rd, 2007. According to reports, her parents, Jerry and Kate McCann, have considered credible tips since the year she went missing. Furthermore, a £2 million police review launched in 2012 also looked at claims from mediums who offered information. So it's kind of like we're going to listen to fucking anything that comes through these doors. Do you know what I mean? Investigators have since considered 100 approaches from psychics previously designated a waste of resources to follow up. So how does Mr. Michael Schneider fit in? Duty, Spain is on, you fool. Bruno, I'll fight you to the death, son. I don't know. Mr. Schneider, 50 years of age, believes he knows the exact coordinates. He's not fucking about. He's not like, oh, I see a leaf. She's near some leaves. I see foliage. No, it's like, listen, longitude fucking 79.27, fucking, I mean, longitude, what is it, longitude and latitude? All that sort of shit, do you know what I mean? It's like, she's 47 inches deep. He goes into all sorts of detail. So, he knows the exact coordinates of where Madeleine's body can be discovered. I am very well aware of the responsibility of what I do. Yeah? He's a fucking psychic detective, mate.
That's it. He's up there, mate. He's definitely one of the best.
Mate.
You could tell.
If they actually find her at his coordinates, he's got to be arrested, hasn't he? Because essentially, what he could have done is kind of built up this psychic persona to essentially give away the location of his victims and then be like, oh no, I didn't kill them, I'm just a psychic, I just know where they are.
I just know all the bad shit, you know. I didn't do the bad shit, I just know when and where it happens and where the bodies are.
Exactly. Bruce says she's coming home. Pat, up at duty. Pat, you got very aggressive in the Atma pre-drinks about Wales. And now Wales lost and England won. Shout out to my boy, Calvin Phillips. Anyway.
Great assist.
Just noticed your ghost hunt fund. I'll make a donation when payday arrives, lads. Thank you, Loza. I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. Okay. The former The former TV correspondent, I don't know how I fucked that up, reportedly passed details on to federal German police officers in May. Wales didn't lose. Of course they didn't. They drew, didn't they? That's it. You know what I mean? But the performance was very bad. That was a boring game. Sorry, you drew. I apologise profusely to the Welsh fans. He said he told them Madeleine is dead and buried in a forest 6 miles from where she went missing. He has assisted police with investigations into missing people previously, including in Germany and Italy in 2021. Why are they saying it as if it was ages ago? That's literally this year. Okay. Schneider's technique. He's got a technique, guys. You ready? According to reports, Mr. Schneider looks at photos of the missing person. He then asks God whether they are alive or dead and refers to an atlas or online map to locate them. So he's like, God, is she with us?
Just shows him a map.
No. Right. I'm going to get Google Maps up now, and I trust you to guide my thumbs. And he just punches in some random shit.
You just drop the pin, mate. You drop the pin on the map.
That's it. He's literally, what's that fucking game? GeoGuessr. Or fucking, he's used, what's that fucking thing that I did a video on it. He's used Rando Nautica to fucking find Madeleine.
This
Fucking
guy, absolute fucking mental case.
Hello, Alan, mate. Hope you're well. Amber says, wasn't there that journalist that was always at the scene first, but it turns out he or she was the one killing people or doing the crime? I've not heard about that, but I want to look into that because that sounds quality. It's like, how did you know that this person died? He was literally... someone heard him get shot 40 seconds ago. I'm just here because I was on the beat, like fucking walking around. What's your excuse? That's it. Jesus Christ. So he's asking God, yeah, are they alive or dead? And then he looks at an atlas or Google Maps, right? He told... Oh, fucking hell. Google, I didn't ask you a question. Go away. No.
That's it. That's how I got him.
That's it.
Maybe...
So God is controlling my phone.
He literally, like, committed the crime, and then he's, like, gone, fucking hell. I hope they don't find her on Google Maps. And then fucking Google Maps has popped up and said, like, right, this is where your location is. Do you want me to, send you somewhere? And it's on his phone forever. So now he's got a double track on himself. So
Yeah.
look, I think she might be in this area.
And that is why it's on my phone.
That's
Because
it.
obviously I searched it. It's not where I was.
I'm thorough. I'm not like one of these geezers just turns up and is like, nah, that's a body. I've got to search the area, mentally picture myself there, and then that's it.
There it is. That's probably literally what this man does. He told the Mirror, I do not give out such information lightly and without constantly questioning myself because I am very well aware of the responsibility of what I do. I'm happy that the BKA seem to be taking me seriously. Often you have a reputation as a freak or someone just trying to squeeze money out of someone, and this is hurtful. I never take money. In May, Jerry and McCann paid tribute to Maddie on the date of her 18th birthday. They vowed to never give up looking for her in a post on Facebook. So, that, in a nutshell, so far, this was on the 6th of June, so this was like last week. Michael Schneider is like, I know where she is, right? She's in a forest 6 miles away, but if you want the exact coordinates...
I'm a DVD.
Exactly. I want a Netflix documentary. Then we'll go dig her up. That's essentially what he's saying here, right? But, as I said, yeah, looking into this for this show tonight, I found, and as it said in that article, it's not been the only psychic that's come forward. Now, I'm not saying all psychics are frauds, right? Because who knows? Who knows, I'd like psychics to be real, to be honest, because the idea that humans can have psychic abilities is fucking cool. But anyway, right? There's been hundreds, yeah? Now, let's play devil's advocate and say that some of them were legit or whatever, right? The issue is, a lot are saying different stuff. For example, this lady, Margaret Khan, 73 years of age, in 2017 came forward, right, and said Madeleine McCann was snatched, and I quote, snatched by a wobbly fat woman and is still alive. So whatever her ability is, yeah, this psychic ability has gone to her. She was snatched by a wobbly fat woman and is still alive. And then she's like, oh my God, voices from the other side, thank you. And then she's actually gone to police. Imagine police being like, hello, Madeleine McCann inquiry. Yeah, she's been snatched by a wobbly fat woman and is still alive. That's an interesting description you've got there.
Yeah. I just want to know why I've been targeted as a possible suspect. Because you're a wobbly fat woman. Okay. Brutal. Brutal. She's in the back.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? That is fucking mad. Fucking hell. Big P official at my podcast. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. 100 shout out down and Jimmy go. Yes, mate. Thank
That's
you.
it.
Jenny Lang says, I'm a wobbly fat woman. Right. Check her fucking hard drive. Check her hard drives now. You got a suspect in the chat. And whatever I just did to my mic, I've broken it. We've got a suspect in the chat.
Fucking hell.
Jenny, can you please confirm for the live stream that you are not the criminal? I feel bad because I've just read some of your previous messages. As a parent of 4, real or not, I'd have to follow all types of leads, even this type. I feel horrible about it and for the parents, but the parents are very odd. Listen, Jenny, I'm only joking, John, mate. I'm sure... people are saying Jenny did it. Oh, my God. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Thank you to everyone who's joining us this evening. There are over 100 people. Thank you. Hit that like button. It really helps us out. And this will go up as a video. So the more likes on it, the more interaction, the better. Jenny says, my hard drive hasn't been checked in years, so I'm down. I think she's turned it into a sexual innuendo. That's one way. One way to deflect. a Madeleine McCann accusation.
Did you just make a sexual innuendo about questioning about possibly taking an underage child? Yes, I did. Bold move.
Okay, you're free to go. But yeah,
Banter points get you off.
So this lady, Margaret Cann, right, who has assisted police in other cases. This is always a running theme as well. They've assisted people in other police in other cases, which does show the police are open to this. You know, very, very interesting, very, very interesting. UK detectives have had visions about the missing youngster. Sorry, I've had a Pepsi Max and I shouldn't have done it. It's always too gassy.
That's it.
I always make this mistake. When I'm filming videos, it actively pisses me off. Like I'm pissed off with myself because I like trying to say a sentence and then I got like burp and then I got to redo it.
I'd love to see the B-roll of that. Just like, oh, fuck's sake, Jordan. What the fuck did you have a Pepsi Max?
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Do you still take ghost paranormal stories? I don't believe in it, but my house has some history. Abby, we do indeed. dutystories@gmail.com. Get it in. We'll read it out before the end of the show. Okay. So yeah. So she's been talking to the UK detectives. She has met Madeleine's doctor, parents, Kate and Jerry, and their main benefactor, Brian. Jerry and Kate McCann have a benefactor. A double-glazing multi-millionaire who helped finance the couple's search for their daughter. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about this in that fucking 8-part Madeleine McCann documentary, which is 7 parts too long.
Yeah.
Metropolitan Police are hunting a woman dressed in purple seen lurking outside the McCann's Portuguese holiday apartment 90 minutes before the 3-year-old was taken or vanished. She and her husband, a convicted paedophile, who has since died, were working as domestic helpers in the area at the time. That was the weird thing about that. Wasn't that area of Portugal like a fucking paedophile hotspot?
Yeah, I seem to remember there being something like linked with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very weird.
A lot of red dots on the map.
Yeah. They too had vanished following Madeleine's disappearance. Brit detectives have been unable to locate the wife despite extensive searches and reportedly travelled to Bulgaria in a bid to find her as they pursue their £12 million investigation. The Met's Operation Grange team was recently awarded an extra $154,000 of taxpayers' cash, that's what it says in the article, to continue searching for the woman for at least another 6 months in order to eliminate her from inquiries. It's mad how expensive these things are.
Yeah.
Really is. Mum of 3, Margaret, from Long Bennington, Nottingham, told the Daily Star, very reputable paper, she has been haunted by visions involving Madeleine since she disappeared from the Algarve. She said, I have a natural ability to sense, feel, and see things. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from you, Margaret, but unless you're disabled, everyone has the ability to sense, feel, and see things.
Yeah,
it's literally part and parcel of having senses. She says, I know Madeleine is alive today. McCann family spokesman Clarence Mitchell said, Kate and Jerry, both 49, from Rothley, Leicestershire, were grateful for any help in finding their daughter.
It's weird how, like, all these people claim to have a gift or an extra power, and they completely contradict each other. It's like, nah, she's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's dead. But you got the same. You claim to have the same gift.
Yeah, exactly. So one of you.
You're coming up with different answers.
Yeah, isn't it? Like this one. Psychic claims Madeleine McCann is living with German family who don't know who she is. Right. Thea Johansson thinks Madeleine is alive but can't remember what happened. She believes she is now named Melanie and living with an elderly couple in the German district of Köln. Right? It's all kicking off in Köln. A psychic has claimed that Madeleine McCann is living with a German family who do not know her true identity. Thea Johansson, who has reportedly worked with US law enforcement agencies on missing person cases, thinks Madeleine is alive. She believes Madeleine was kidnapped by a German child trafficker, escaped 2 years later, so at the age of 5, by the way, Madeleine managed to escape. Before changing, so at the age of 5, Madeleine escapes these German child traffickers, goes to Deedpole, changes her name to Melanie, and starts living with a German family somewhere in Colne. Thea told the Daily Star the family did not know anything about the way that she was lost and how she was lost because they found her almost 2 years after. She doesn't remember anything. Nobody is aware of what happened. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? Thank you, Thea. She added, the father should be around 70 or almost 80. The mother should be around the same age. They're both kind of old. Their sister is maybe a couple of years older than Madeleine. Back in May, a spokesman for the official Find Madeleine campaign on Facebook announced that her parents, Kate and Jerry, do not believe in psychics or mediums. Or fucking, what's his name? Our guy, what was his name again?
Or babysitting.
Schneiderlin. Shit
That's
out of luck. Madeleine was just 3 years old when she vanished from the apartment in the Portuguese holiday resort of Praia de Luz on the 3rd of May 2007. She was on holiday with her family at the time of the disappearance. Her parents left her sleeping with her other siblings, very responsible, while they had dinner with friends at a tapas restaurant. The case has recently featured in a Netflix program, The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann. So yeah, this is the thing with these mediums. You know what I mean? Like you say, if they were legit, then they'd all be saying the same shit. But they're not.
They're not singing from the same fucking sheet, I tell you that.
They're not. So what does that say? What does that say about them? Either one of them's right and the rest are full of shit, or, you know what I mean? Don't really know what's going on. Can't understand it. Guys, there's 100 concurrent viewers, 50 likes. What's going on? Half and half? Hit that like button. Comment, you know it makes sense. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you want to go the extra mile, think about becoming a patron or become a member. There's an exclusive Discord for members and patrons. But I know, back to Madeleine McCann, I know that there's a lot, of theories. Did the parents do it? There's many people around at the time who could have done it. Did she die accidentally? Was she given too many? Did she overdose on sleeping medication? There were weird things like, when the police were going through the fucking apartment and stuff just after she'd gone missing. The fact that the twins didn't wake up at any point, almost as if they were sedated, was a bit odd. But yeah, it's all just a bit. Who knows? I'm not going to pass judgment today. I'm not going to say, what I think personally, but I will ask the chat right now. Do you think it was the parents? Yes or no? In the chat. This is not a representation of us. I'm just merely asking a demographic that we have here their thoughts. Conan says, unfortunately, I don't think Madeleine is alive. I think Kate and Jerry had something to do with it. It's very sad. I'm a father of 7, so I wouldn't want her to be dead. It's just very sad and unfortunate. Conan thinks that there was an accident, Maddie died, and the parents covered it up. Okay, so in answer to my question, we have no, 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 yes, 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 100% yes, yes.
That's a confident yes.
Yes, yes. We'll wait for it to load through. The parents are sus. I don't know this story, sorry. Fair play, Big P. Tony says 100%. Pat says not at all. Colette says, I have to say, sadly, that I agree.
I don't know. It's just
tricky.
there's sus. There's some sus stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. You can't prove it at the moment. So.
Jenny says no, they are weird, but like I said, the pedo that took her wasn't looking to make a childless couple parents. I agree with Scott. What Scott said. Derek Akora once said in an interview, I know her parents are convinced Maddie is alive and I'm really sorry, but the little one has been over in the spirit world for some time. I don't think she will be there long before she reincarnates. When children pass over who haven't had full lives, I believe they choose the time to come back in the same form again. Jesus
Christ.
I mean, I weren't expecting that.
To be fair,
Button sponsor
wasn't
train,
Derek
choo
Acora
choo,
done for, like,
motherfucker.
you know, faking shit or
Yeah,
scamming people?
I believe so. Wasn't Derek
No.
Acora vice president, or am I thinking of someone else?
I think you're thinking of someone else.
All right. Luke Ferraby becomes a geese. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I think a possibility, if she was taken, I think the publicity that was received on this case killed her. Because I think if you're trafficking people, I mean, obviously I don't know the ins and outs of fucking sex trafficking, but sorry, I just dropped a fucking nail. Oh shit, there's a screw on the floor somewhere.
I'll get a notepad, hang on.
Obviously you've got... Well, for fuck's sake. Obviously you've got to get these people from A to B, etc. And I just think with the whole world knowing what she looks like, it would have just been too risky. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, so, she had like the really distinctive features as well.
Yeah, she had that like that eye pupil thing, and
yeah,
all sorts.
where the iris bleeds into the pupil. I can't remember, bleeds into the iris. One of the two.
Yeah.
Which is obviously uncommon. So.
Yeah, very much so. Francis says, I do think it's weird how A, they refused to participate in the interview, and B, if they thought Maddie had been taken from the room, why would they leave the twins in the room? This is it. Patrick says, stolen by traffickers is crazy. The amount of children that go missing every year. I know, it really is. It really is. For sure. Liam's in the house, hello mate. There's a really good psychic called Sloan Bella that has done a video on it and basically says Maddie was essentially made by the parents for a satanic ritual. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Lord. Satan. A few subs coming through the door. Thank you very much. Welcome. Dude, did you have a Discord? Luke, I do for members such as yourself. If you go on the Duty Rhino community tab, scroll down a few, you'll find the Discord link there. If not, I'll post it again on the members only community tab after this show. If anyone else wants to become a member or a patron, you can get yourself in that Discord.
Yourself in there.
Doesn't German guy have a big property warehouse in the woods where they found vids and other things? Where's the evidence that property has a gold mine of evidence? There's lots of fucking strange shit, isn't there? There's lots of strange shit about this. Really is. There's a pedo ring in Portugal that was exposed that had politicians and TV personalities that would be my guess where she ended up. How do you become a member? Liam, there's a link in the description, I believe. I don't know if I still have it there actually.
Have a look.
Have a look for me, mate. If not, hit the join button. If it's not there, I'll get it now.
I can't see it there.
It's not there, no? Did I take it out? Let me see it.
You got the Patreon link, but...
I did, I took it out. Hang on 1 second. Let me just quickly... I'll just grab that. Memberships.
Membership.
Where is it? Invite viewers to join your channel. There. Oh, fucking brilliant. Not what I want. 1 second, guys. I'll be with you. There you go. If you want to become a member, there's all different options. There's a £2 one, £5, and I think a few more higher up. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's the join link. Greetings from Birmingham, not the Alabama one. My first guess would have been the Midlands.
That's it.
No, I do agree with that, Jenny. I like her. I think she's genuinely psychic, but I do wonder if she's too extreme at times. Sloan Bella always brings up satanic stuff, though, for like everything from COVID to missing kids. Is that like her go-to?
You got to diversify the content.
Shit, erectile defect. Oh, nice. Nice name. It was bad parenting / neglect in the first place. Jordan Wells West says, hi Lozzie, you bearded beast. Dude, did you think David Icke is crazy or a genius? I haven't really looked into him all that much. I have heard he's a bit of an anti-Semite though. Francis Crane Music, William Ratcliffe, Holly, George Rhodes, all subbing recently, thank you very much. So close to 100k, if we could get over that line. That would be amazing. Need to post a new one. Okay, Luke, I'll do that after this show, mate. No problem. No problem. Sloan is definitely tapped in, but conspiracy theories for Satan and children are extreme. I need to look into this Sloan person.
Never heard of him.
Very quiet. Got my laptop full volume. Can't hear. Random game. Veteran, I think you need a new laptop, son. Grim clickbaiting a wee lassie's death. Fucking hell, man. Badger, we're literally discussing a news article, mate. It's not clickbaiting at all. Grow up. You can talk about morbid things. Francis Crane Music. Would you ever look into the Enfield poltergeist? So many layers to the case. Apparently a young girl is speaking in an old and gruff voice. I have done that. Because I remember I put that recording of her talking. I can't remember what the video was. I can't remember what the fucking video was.
Fucking sponsor
Hey,
train.
Liam.
Motherfucker.
Liam's found that sponsor button. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it.
The Bradwell Massive.
That's it. Psychics who predicted events that actually happened. Sounds like a video idea, to be honest. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
But yeah, Francis, I can't remember. I've definitely done it. It might be. Oh, it might be. The. Have I done a recordings one? I can't remember. It's definitely there somewhere. But doing a specific video on the Enfield poltergeist would be an idea, though. I know that the possession has been part of a different video, but yeah. Right, where are we at? Someone at Loz, what do you think happened?
Oof. Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence either way. I do think that the parents are very sus, but that might just be the way they are. But ultimately, they left their kids alone, so there's, that's fucked up enough. But I don't know. It's they've behaved quite weirdly at times.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you're playing devil's advocate. I haven't had a kid taken away from me,
that is it, isn't it?
Don't know how I'd react.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. It is hard to know, isn't it? It is hard to know. Reverend Donna Serafina is a psychic like Sloan Bella, but she's pretty good. These sorts of people, like psychics and stuff, it's something I mean, that'd be great to get on the podcast as a guest. Yeah. That sort of person would be amazing. I'd never thought of the parents drugging the kids so they'd sleep through their adult dinner. If this is a big if. This is only a theory. If it was the parents, I think the reason it was the parents was because they accidentally OD'd them on Maddie on sleeping tablets. That's the only. I just can't see a reason why you'd kill your child in cold blood for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Unless it was accidental. But I'm not making any accusations. Yeah. I'm just, much like the documentary does, I'm just running through the potential scenarios. Yeah.
The thing is, how far do we take this? Like, how long do we chase to find out,
I
or
know.
tried to find out the truth.
I know. When does it end?
I mean, it's 15 years ago, like already.
Yeah.
I would have said like, off the top of my head, like 8 years, 9 years.
Yeah.
But 15. I mean, fucking hell. But then again, if it's your kid, then you're gonna want to be chasing that.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it'd change your life forever, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And also, how awful if you are innocent and your child's missing. All right, admittedly,
Right.
you know, very neglectful to leave 3 children, you know, to go for a food for a restaurant, but to be accused, you know,
Yeah.
when you're innocent is fucking awful.
That'd
Reverend
be
Donna
fucked.
answers her YouTube comments. Invite her. What's the name of her YouTube? We'll swing a comment her way. See if we can get in contact. Reverend as well, so that'd be interesting to talk about demons and shit. That'd be amazing. Surely one of the friends would have let something slip by now if that happened. One of the friends, that was at the dinner?
Yeah, I think that's what they're. I'm assuming that's what they mean.
Liam McKinnon 9. Liam, I don't have Snapchat anymore, mate. But if anyone wants to add up Liam on Snapchat, there you go. There you go. Have you guys spoke to any seemingly genuine psychics before?
We have, who claim to be genuine.
Yeah, and I'd rather not talk about because last time I did that and threatened to sue me. So, Duty going to Reading? No. They don't even seem guilty for leaving the kid. Like if they went missing and you weren't watching them, wouldn't you feel guilty? That's true. It could have been a perfect storm of wrong. They let the front desk ledger know that they wanted babysitting. Maybe they gave them something so they'd sleep. Then the pedo saw an opportunity. Perfect storm. I mean, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? If you people think your parents were involved, to check yourself. Oh, weren't involved, to check yourself. Community channel Kate and Jerry are involved in the trafficking biz. Jerry just happened to be a part of the same Scottish Rite Masonic Lodge as Gordon Brown at the time of all this. I mean, that's very conspiracy-esque territory, that. Have you heard the Roswell incident? UFO crash is pretty insane. There wasn't even planes when it happened and the man died of arthritis in 3 weeks. I haven't. Luke Ferraby, welcome to the Bradwell Massive Squire. He's become a Bradwell Massive Squire. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Legend. Have you ever got in trouble for doing videos before? Not really. I've had a few people, like...
Fucking sponsor train, choo choo, motherfucker!
Oh dear. Well, at least Dan took advantage of the, cheaper hotel rates.
Move my subscription to my newer YouTube account. Nice, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. Surely the rest of the children who are in Madeleine would have been given the same sleeping pill, so why wouldn't they OD? Don't know. I don't. Yeah, good point. Good point. Up the Bradwell Massive. Thoughts on the vaccine, Duty? Well, I've had one jab, so. You know what I mean?
That's it. So you've been chipped.
Yes, 100%. By the way, guys, I'm on TikTok.
Jesus.
Yeah, I've been doing some TikToks, right? Just basically, it's just me slagging off sea monsters.
Reason why I'm terrified of the ocean, number one, this fucker, giant squid, 7 times bigger than human beings, 3 times as big as a double-decker bus. That alien motherfucker is gonna eat.
That's
Reason why I'm terrified.
I've done 3 today, so if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's @DutyRhino. It's just going to be me slagging off Just me slagging off sea monsters for a bit, essentially. That's my current plan with the platform.
Sea monsters on blast.
Yeah, so basically I use the green screen effect, and I just put a picture of a sea monster behind me, like a giant squid or whatever, and just be like, that's fucking horrible. Alex Jones drops in, taking the vaccine, you are crazy. Dear oh dear. What's the scariest paranormal experience you've had? I'm not just saying this. Probably the paranormal experience I had the other weekend in an abandoned haunted mental hospital in Lincoln, of which the video will be coming soon. Shit got crazy. I'm taking my time with the video. Because it's just the amount of shit that happened in that video. I just want to get it perfect. But yeah, we will. I'll possibly get it out next week, but at the same time, I don't know whether to sit on it till my channel starts performing a bit better again, so it gets the kind of impact that it deserves. But we'll see. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. What about you, Loz? You don't really believe, do you?
I'm not currently a believer, but doesn't mean that if something happens that makes me change my opinion. It's not like I'm absolutely steadfast in their position. If something happens, I could change my mind. Don't know.
Fair play.
All I'm saying is most of the stuff that people have told me is paranormal. I haven't found it to be paranormal.
So what do you think about the knife, Loz? What's your honest, unfiltered, I'm going to shut up until you finish your statement. What was your honest thoughts about the knife in the tree in Daring Woods?
Honestly, I think it was just there and we didn't see it, and we weren't looking for a knife in the tree. I know it's something you would probably pick out, but it was dark. We had torches. We were preparing for a Ouija board anyway, so we were probably concentrating on that, and it was rusty, so I don't think it was freshly put there. I think it'd been there for a while, but in the circumstances, it is a bit creepy.
Fair play. I don't know. It had been there for ages. You could see by the blood or rust, whatever it was. It was it was seeped into the tree. It just blew my mind that we missed it. It blew me. But then, do you not think it's weird that there were so many different things that drew us in that direction, though? Like, you were staring in that direction. We heard a noise when we were doing the Ouija board in that direction, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I suppose so, but you've also got it's when you say when you look back at these things and you kind of look at it from that tunnel vision of, oh, that must be like a supernatural thing. Everything seems to stack up when you start putting it into place.
Yeah.
But when you take it on its own and take them out, you're like, oh, okay, that's. I mean, we heard voices, or what we thought were voices. That was probably just people, in that sort of direction. But when in the dark, you kind of hear it from one direction. That could be such a vast amount of space that a lot of things could be also in that direction as well. Like me looking in that direction, even though I wasn't necessarily looking at the people making the noise or trying to find them.
Yeah.
You start linking all these things together. It happens automatically. People do it all the time. I do it as well, but it's just got to take like with a bit of pinch of salt and be like, okay, right, let me just think how this would have happened, but there we go.
Yeah, that's fair. Are you up for? So basically, I went and done, like I said, an exploration of a mental hospital. Went to a pub afterwards, and that pub is apparently incredibly haunted. The landlord recognised me, loves the content, and has invited me to, after the pub's shut, to have free reign of the pub, do an investigation, do a Ouija board and all that good stuff. Lozzie, are you down for that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Excellent. Because what I was actually thinking was, because I'm holding on to this mental asylum exploration.
Yeah.
What I was thinking was, and I mean, to be fair, I want to get this Ouija board in the pub thing done within the next month. I was actually thinking about going recording that and then dropping the mental hospital and then the Ouija board in the pub like back to back. Like,
oh, okay.
The mental hospital video ends and it's like coming tomorrow and boom, I think that'd be pretty cool because obviously they're part of the same kind of thing. But yeah, also, sorry, shout out to Luke Ferraby, who donated 45 quid and said, oh, we're halfway there for the Ghost Hunting Fund. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I did see it. I've been waiting for the opportune time to mention it. So thank you, Luke. You absolute hero. Pub is a good place to find spirits. Love your channel, Duty from South Africa. So have you not... Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. You haven't had any paranormal, inexplainable.
Not that I would describe as paranormal. Oh, like I've heard a noise and like turned round and like gone, what the fuck's that? But
yeah,
I wouldn't class it as paranormal. I didn't feel like it was, a ghost or something or another being.
Yeah.
But then other members of my family swear they have, so it really is like down to individual.
Yeah, no, of course it is, and it's down to interpretation, etc. Would Dan and Jimmy be up for the haunted pub? Dan, I would love them to be there, so I'll most certainly ask them to be there, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it'll probably be me, Lozzie, Dan, Jimmy, Maya, Bailey, and then whoever's there at the pub. But it was mad, mate. It was mad, and you'll see in the video, like, all the fucking locals, they all had a fucking story. They all had a ghost sighting, all different, of this fucking mental hospital, mate. It was like, what the fuck? And in the pub, they're like, oh, I've seen this, I've heard this, blah, blah, blah. The pub's like hundreds of years old, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Have you had any weird things happen to you since you left the haunted mental hospital? Well, something weird happened pretty much immediately afterwards, which you'll see in the video. But yeah, it's just fucking crazy, man. Absolutely crazy, but loved it. Guys, if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Random gaming veteran says, once a 7-foot shadow man sprinted at me and fell to the floor, shook. Was on DXM though. What's DXM? Is that some sort of drug?
I mean, yeah, that might explain the weird occurrence if it was a drug, but there we go.
Out of all the trees, you happen to be next to the one with a knife in it. Conan, this is what I mean. Stripping the paranormal element and anything like that, just the fucking likelihood of that was ridiculous though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, someone wins the lottery. Like,
yeah. Mate, I think I'm a skeptical person. You're like next level. I go into these haunted places and these abandoned places just like, the biggest thing I'm worried about is fucking homeless people. But I feel like, we'd actually see a ghost and you'd be like, that could be someone in a fucking costume. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
What would it take? What would it take for you to be like, okay, this shit is real?
If something genuinely, like, contacted me and I was, like, fully sober, awake, and like in full understanding of what was going on,
Yeah.
then yeah, that could probably sway me. That would sway me.
So what about, for example, so on wasn't on Netflix? There was that documentary, or sorry, like 4-part series. I did a video on it at the very start of the year. It was my first video back about like what happens when you pass on and stuff. There was that guy who has been looking for an answer since his mum died or his dad died, something like that.
Yeah.
And he said before, I think it was his mum, and he's been going to mediums and stuff, but he's incredibly skeptical. He tries his best not to give anything away, all this sort of stuff, right? And he said before this woman came round, just in the living room, he just said, like, right, Mum, if you are there, say something about my hair, right? I've got a new haircut. Say something about my hair, because like, why the fuck would this woman say that? Yeah.
Right.
So this woman came, they did a seance and stuff, and contacted, and she said all this sort of shit, but it was kind of generic. It was kind of, you know, could be applied to anyone, all this sort of stuff, yeah. And then, as she was leaving, she just went, "Oh, sorry, I just feel like I should compliment, I should compliment your hair." How do you explain that? Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing with the. That's why I give these mediums a pinch of salt. Like I give them, all maybe, because what the fuck made her say that? You know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is true. But personally, that would be enough for me to go, this medium is 100% legit.
Yeah. So that would be enough for you.
That wouldn't be enough. It'd have to be multiple stuff.
Yeah.
That like happened in sequence, and I'd have to have like time to reflect on it as well. I feel like a lot of mediums feed off the information they're given, however little it is as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Which
and reactionary and stuff.
Yeah.
You essentially prod people, and if you get a reaction, then you go down that thing. People saying because he just got a haircut, maybe she just had nice hair. Women's intuition, maybe he had a nice skin fade. Nah, he had that like kind of generic American fucking middle-aged man, just fucking. You wouldn't be able to tell. Do you know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. I don't know. It's just fucking weird. But then there's others in that documentary alone, like who has this fucking ectoplasm. She has to be hidden when she's doing this ritual thing, and apparently like ectoplasm seeps from her body, right? But the fucking moment that light shines, i.e. you're able to see this ectoplasm, it disappears. It's like, right, okay, love. Rightio.
Okay then.
See, like I'm open to some of them, and I'm talking like, if they're legit, it's probably like fucking 0.01% of the fuckers, right? But there is also no doubt that some of them are just frauds that prey on these people who have lost loved ones, you know?
Yeah.
Because you have no idea. Like, I see myself as a fucking atheist, right? Even though I'm trying. So that's part of the reason why I'm trying to prove the existence of another side with these videos I do. But I know if I lose someone very close to me, I'd probably fucking fall into desperation to find something on the other side. Do you know what I mean? To find a way to contact them. So it is understandable. But it's a very interesting discussion to have. Hello, Andrew. Andrew. Ghost cheers only when the lights are out. That's it. It's just fucking mad. It's absolutely crazy. Crazy. I've got fucking hair on my lip and I can't get it off. It's just... Who knows? But I just want to... It's like... when I watch a lot of like when I do DIY SOS and stuff, that I watch a lot of Nuke's Top 5, which, you know, he has a lot of air quotes, you know, sightings of ghosts and stuff, and you can see a lot of them are faked.
Yeah.
But every now and then there would just be one where it's like, how the fuck did you manage that? Do you know what I mean? And it's a bit like, is that legit? And if it is, it's scary. Like when I'm editing these exploration videos, like it's really weird because there's a part of me that wants to find something. Like, you know, I want to see a fucking shadow figure move in the background, even if it's not necessarily a ghost or whatever. It's just like, fucking hell, we weren't alone. What the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I'm editing, I'm praying to a God I don't believe in that I don't see anything for that exact same reason, you know? It's really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like a catch-22.
Yeah, it is. Because the thing is, if I catch something on camera, I don't know if I'd ever do it again. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I actually don't know if I want to fuck with this stuff. Like, there's this, you know, I was trying to get that Exorcist on the pod, and apparently he doesn't do interviews, which is bollocks because he's definitely done interviews. But
Yeah.
I was watching some of his stuff, and he was like, what you need to understand when you seek the other side, when you seek ghosts, when you seek demons, he was like, these spirits and these malevolent beings, they don't exist in these locations. You know, a ghost or an entity isn't locked in four walls. He was like, the what you are doing, especially when you're fucking with Ouija boards and stuff, he obviously didn't swear. What you're doing is something sinful. What you're doing is evil. And what you're actually doing by seeking them is manifesting them. So basically, if you seek out demons or ghosts, entities, etc., you will actually manifest them, because what you are doing is inherently evil and sinful, and therefore those entities will latch onto that and gain power from that, which will be able to bring them through to this plane, which I know obviously sounds like a load of fucking World of Warcraft bullshit, but at the same time, and I know that I'm not one for religion and shit, right? But you can't deny, obviously, the fucking Catholic system, shall we call it, is fucking huge, isn't it? Yeah? They have a lot of money, a lot of history, and you can say, you know, whether you're part of them or you disagree with them, maybe they're selling lies to people, maybe they're not. The fact that to this day, in every country in which the Catholic Church operates, they have exorcists, that's to speak for something, surely. It's like the fact that in all these religions going back thousands of years, there is always evil, there is always demons, there is always the devil. Now, I'm not saying that it's literally, you know, a red dude in a fucking fiery plane underneath our own. But the fact that there is that fucking reoccurring coincidence, you know, if you had that in anywhere, if you had that in scientific testing, you know, the same thing coming up time and time again in different locations, the same factor coming up time and time again, that strengthens your case to be scientifically proven, right? If you follow what I mean. So what I'm saying is, surely the fact that this has reoccurred for thousands of years, and these same names, these same creatures get brought up, these same, to me, that implies that there could be weight to it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
I get what you're saying. I get the gist of it. But when you're kind of looking at it through like a sort of scientific scope, there's not like a consistent data. It's just these things have been reported. There's no like actual like proper scientific evidence. It's just people recording, oh, this has happened, this is why we've called out the Exorcist, blah 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 blah, all this sort of stuff. I get what you mean, like the volume of it and the longevity of the, you know, the reports.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to put. I mean, firstly, putting religion and science together is like fucking. Just a lot of the time, it just doesn't fucking mix. So, but yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Yeah,
Yeah. It's yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking about it today. I was watching a video on the Seven Princes of Hell, and he was just going into all the different historic religions that it's found in, and it's just like, you know, so many different religions have the idea of this Lucifer character falling from grace, and it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to get across what I'm trying to say, but it's just it's yeah.
Now, what essentially I think is saying, to sum up in like a kind of, you know, a phrase, is like there's no smoke without fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, like you say, all these religions they all have different like depictions of God, but they also have different depictions of like the Antichrist, Lucifer, all these bad entities. So yeah, it starts to add up. I mean, across all religions, I'm not aware of a religion that doesn't have a kind of symbol or symbolism of like evil. So I don't know, but it's difficult. It really is, because it could just be something that was practiced a long, long time ago and has just been adopted through culture and religion. It's like, that's just the way to behave. That's how we do things. That's what is real to them.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, you know, like the like, if you actually look into the description of angels, right, in the Bible, do you know what the actual description is? It's not like a human with wings. It's like these fucking triangles with like thousands of eyes and shit. Like, it's like, and like orbs and all this sort of fucking stuff. It's like the depiction of angels in the Bible sounds a lot more like a fucking alien spaceship, in all honesty. You know. Like, I don't know. What if the idea of heaven and hell, the idea of good and evil, the idea of angels and demons, what if fucking thousands and thousands of years ago there was a war between these two entities on Earth, which wreaked so much havoc that it essentially set us back thousands of years to a point where it's just tales and legends and myths now, woven into religion. But actually, if you go back far enough, this fucking planet has been here, what, 5 billion years, is it? 5 million or 5 billion? Can't remember. One of the two. Either way, it's a fucking long time. And humanity's been around for a fucking blip. It's just, I don't know. Ancient alien theory, exactly. This sort of stuff just fucking, I just feel like we're so arrogant to think that we know it all and that we understand it all. You know?
Yeah.
Like how the fuck do these pyramids and temples, thousands upon thousands of miles apart, right, have similar architecture, have similar glyphs written on them? Thousands of miles apart in an era where we could not possibly travel that far. How can there be pictures on walls, in caves, in temples, in pyramids, of essentially fucking rockets? You know? It's just, I just think we know fuck all. I think we were fucking put here. And I think that there are more planes to existence than we understand. Maybe ghosts aren't like us dying. Maybe ghosts are just like there are so many planes of existence. Imagine like they're all overlapping, but we can't see them. Every now and then they bleed through into each other. So you're actually seeing something in a different plane of existence as opposed to this one.
Yeah.
Now,
Maybe,
there is no reason why that isn't as true as there being an afterlife. If you think about it, there is no reason why that isn't as true.
Yeah. Yeah, but for the afterlife thing, like, I think that's a question we'll never, ever, ever answer.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the time I think like people need to know everything and want to know everything. For me personally, I don't feel like the question always has to be answered. Like not every question needs to be answered for me personally. But I obviously am intrigued about like the pyramids and that sort of stuff because there's a lot of things that start to add up
Yeah.
with the pyramids and that sort of stuff. But like what happens after we die, personally, is not a question for me that I'm really massively interested in the answer. Because if it's something biblical, I'll find out when I get there.
Mm.
If it's not, then I'll be, well, fucking plant food or whatever.
See, the thing with death, I have no issue with death because, what was life like before I was here? Couldn't tell you. So it's probably going to be the same afterwards. Do you know what I mean? So, unless we go elsewhere or, whatever. But, so the idea that, when you die, you just go into eternal darkness or whatever, potentially. I don't think is the case because if that was the case, then it would be like, oh my God, do you remember when we were in eternal darkness before we were born? And then there's also, was it Jimmy said about, when you die, you go to the light, and that could either be being reborn or it could be, you're loading out of the simulation.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just think there are things that we can't even begin to comprehend.
Yeah.
Can't even begin to comprehend. Like, I don't even know. Like, what if space itself is an alien? What if space itself is an entity, a living entity that we're just in? You think about the human body, the amount of cells and fucking organisms and shit that's going on inside your body alone.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Fucking, I love the bit in Men in Black. When he opens the locker at the end.
Yeah.
And we're like in a world, and actually we're in our galaxy's in a marble that aliens are fucking playing marbles with, It's just...
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm going off in all sorts of fucking tangents now, but, doing DMT, which is a hallucinogenic, apparently, so many people, and again, it could just be because, word has got round and then it's been psychologically ingrained. But apparently, when you do DMT, the first thing that you hear is, oh, welcome, we're so glad that you unlocked this technology.
Yeah.
As if you're being taken to a higher place. But the higher place doesn't have to be heaven or whatever. The higher place can be, ultimately, we are all energy and atoms. Yeah, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
Well, from what we understand. And so if this is all planes of existence, then energy can be, in theory, be taken to and through different planes of existence, higher planes, which perhaps these creatures, these beings, these entities, these energies in higher planes are happy to see us come through with the technology that we have unlocked, being DMT. You know, using this technology, we think of technology as physical, like a fucking spaceship to get to the next planet, whereas actually you can fucking smoke a plant, smoke a chemical. I apologise, I'm not actually too sure what DMT is at its core foundation. You can use that as a vessel to go elsewhere, to take your spirit elsewhere, not your physical body. You know, it's just fucking. It's pretty fucking crazy when you think about it. If you take a minute to think about it. And it's just like, I just love thinking about this sort of thing, you know. And I think the fact that with I'm not saying that my way of thinking is the right way, but, you know, with my way of thinking, the possibilities are fucking infinite. You know, if I die and I get up to the pearly gates and it's like, right, judgment time, cunt, I'll be like, oh shit, okay, I was wrong, fuck. But at the same time, I'm not restricting myself to, you know, I must fucking get on my knees and pray, I must, you know, not sin, all the rest of it, because I may end up in a hot place for eternity, you know. Instead, I'm opening my mind to so many different possibilities. And at the same time, I'm not so narrow-minded as well in the other way that it's like, there's no God, there's no afterlife, there's no aliens, it's just, you know, we're here, we don't know why, blah, 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 blah. And that's the fucking shit existence that is. But yeah, that was a lot.
It's good to keep an open mind for a lot of stuff like this. Especially, I mean, I sit on the fence on pretty much most things, to be honest. Like aliens, I'm pretty sure, like, there must be aliens in the universe somewhere, just because of how vast it is. Just taking it from a plain, like, just looking at it and thinking, okay, that amount of space and that amount of time that's passed, and it's continuing to grow, there must be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't say, like, I've seen an alien, like face to face. I've seen footage of what looks like alien, like, spacecraft or whatever. But yeah.
See, that's interesting to me, because to me the sheer size of space itself almost categorically guarantees there is life out there. And the fact that the idea that we are the most advanced, I just can't get on board with that. But there's just crazy shit. Like, you know, the alien sightings have ramped up ever since we split the atom. Shit like that, you know.
But then also, like, people have got, I don't know, I feel like people, ever since that's happened, people have been more, I don't know, exposed to media and the way aliens are perceived in, like, films and TV shows and that sort of stuff. So it could just be a result from people seeing stuff and thinking, oh shit, that looks alien-like. But at the same time, it could genuinely be the fact that they've witnessed us crack something scientific that's like, that's quite a big step.
Yeah.
Let's pay attention to these fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
you know, the Hadron Collider and stuff, the possibilities of that. Maybe these, you know, these beings that are able technologically to get here and to observe us know the true dangers of these things that we're fucking with. Maybe it's a case of it's not just destroying this planet. Perhaps it's, you know, fucking creating a black hole or ripping a tear through the fabric of like space itself, and we can do a lot more damage than we understand. And so they're just here on standby to make sure that we don't fuck it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty extreme. I was going to say something, but I fucking completely forgot. I don't know if I took it from the chat or if I was going to say it off the top of my head. By the looks, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because you were saying about popular iconography of aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
It's my belief, and it's just a theory. I think we have taken aliens from these crash sites, right? And I think that stereotypical grey/green, massive head, 3 fingers, massive eyes, tiny net, basically 2 slits for nostrils, little mouth, fucking 3 feet tall, little fucking alien cunt that is seen all across Hollywood, on all the signs, all the pictures and stuff. I think that is a real creature, and I think that media and Hollywood and movies has been used to bleed that into the subconscious of humanity. Why? Well, because they want to keep a lid on it, because they fear mass hysteria, etc. However, if you bleed it into the back of people's minds, if they rock up and the government can't keep it under wraps, they're just here, they fucking broadcast to all the televisions, whatever, I'm sure they'd have the capabilities. If they can get here, I'm sure they'd have the capability to take over fucking radio waves and television. Basically, if they rocked up, they couldn't be controlled, and everyone saw them, they wouldn't be seeing them for the first time, like, oh my fucking God, what is that? They'd almost be like a strange comfort, because this image has been bled into the subconscious over the last 50, 60 years. So that's my thoughts on that particular famous image of an alien. I think that's why it's reused so much, and I think that's why it's so popular, you know. But that is just a theory. Right on predictive programming, exactly. US military isn't denying UFOs. Yeah, I know. This is what fucks me off, right? So you've got the government and stuff literally saying that technology is 1,000 years ahead of anything that we are aware of, right? It does not come, it's not from us. We really, really do not think it's anyone else, yeah? You look at the current, even let's say it's Russia. Say that Tic Tac is Russian, yeah?
Yeah.
And they're testing this technology, which is 1,000 years ahead of anything that we can do. The current technology that they have on display, yeah, if they are capable of creating something 1,000 years ahead of anything that America or the UK can do, right? Why are they displaying in the public technology that everyone else has? If you're so fucking good that you're 1,000 years ahead, at the very least you're gonna flex something 500 years ahead or 100 years ahead. Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense, which is why it annoys me when you've got the Pentagon releasing these videos saying we don't know what the fuck that is. We know that nothing on this planet that we're aware of has that technology. It's a fucking alien. It is from another fucking world. Because, like I say, if Russia had that technology, A, they would fucking use it to take over the world. Or at the very least, they would be like, okay, this is the scope of what we can actually do. This is 1,000 years. We're going to keep this covert. Yeah, we're going to fucking blame it on the aliens. But we're still going to prove to the world that we're better than everyone else. And have, you know, show that our jets are better than everyone else. Instead, they've got the same jets as us. They've got the same jets as America. Why? It makes no fucking sense. China, everyone's at the same level. It makes no fucking sense. Other than that it really isn't anyone's from here. And it just fucking pisses me off when, you know, you got these videos released and they're like, it's an unidentified flying object. It doesn't mean it's from another world. Have you ever seen anything like the Tic Tac in your fucking life? Have you ever seen anything move that fast, those directions? Fucking cut through water, cut through air, cut through gravity. Like gravity isn't fucking there. You know? It's just you got these fucking... I almost feel like there are some people that just are almost programmed to just deny shit. Do you know what I mean?
Probably is.
Like they can't possibly even fathom that it's come from another world. So they're like, no, it must be China. It's like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Rendlesham Forest. Oh, I need to go there. I did a bit of digging into that.
Yeah, it's quite good. Had a walk around there.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got that
During the
monument
day,
there, haven't they?
but- Yeah.
But yeah, fucking hell. Just annoys me. Right. Abby, I know you sent your ghost story and I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna save that for next week. Let's have a little look. Haunted house. Oh, that's beautiful. Lovely length as well. That next Monday, that is gonna be the first thing that we do. Okay? Next Monday, 8 o'clock, Abby Gillett's ghost story. There we go. Apologies for the borderline rants, but it got very deep there in places. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Lars?
That was good.
Excellent.
Like a good deep chat.
Yeah, same. Guys, please do hit that like button. Helps out because this will be going up afterwards. If you'd like to donate to the Ghost Hunting Fund, the link's down below. If you'd like to become a member of this channel, you get emojis and stuff. You also get an exclusive Discord, which I'm growing with the members, with the patrons. If you want to become a patron, the link for that is down below. So it's all ways to support me as a creator. Do you live stream every Monday? Yes, Carolina, we do indeed. 8 p.m. on Mondays. Let's go. This was very fun. Thank you, Loz. Follow me on TikTok.
No problem.
Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/StudiRhino. Lozzie, where can they find you? Excuse me.
You can find me on YouTube. Just type in Lozzie. Not a lot of new content there for you to watch, but I've got, you know, several videos if you did want to go from a back catalogue of it. But yeah, that's where you'll find me.
And also we do a podcast together. The Atma
Obviously.
podcast. So there we go. Jenny Lang, first chat. Thank you for the fun. Thank you for getting involved, Jenny. Really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who came in, subbed, chatted, donated, became members, all that good jazz. Thank you, guys. I've got a video coming out on Tuesday and a video coming out on Thursday. But yeah, we'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.
See you later.